Hey there, Portland Nets and everyone else interested in community emergency response equipment tips and tricks. My name is Taylor. I'm a volunteer with the Kenton Arbor Lodge Neighborhood Emergency Team in North Portland, Oregon. Today I'm talking about recharging your batteries. So a lot of us are using rechargeable batteries in our kit. These nickel metal hydride batteries are all over the place, supermarkets and convenience stores, as well as your regular electronics retailers. So what's the person to buy? Well, the batteries you want to buy if you're looking for rechargeables are going to be nickel metal hydride. There might be some lithium cells out there on the market, but by common you will find NiMH, or nickel metal hydride batteries. Now, specifically, you should be thinking about picking up the versions that are marketed as hybrid batteries. These have a different chemical structure which allows them to retain their charge while they're just sitting there on the shelf for quite a long time. The most known brand of these are called Eneloops. That's their logo. Although you'll find others such as these Rayovac hybrids on the market. And you can go online and find all sorts of reviews. In the end, it's the shelf stableness of them that you're going for. They'll kind of sit there with their charge for a good, couple of months, unlike normal nickel metal hydride rechargeables, which will deplete very quickly sitting on a shelf. Okay, so that's the batteries you want. Now, how do you store them? Well, I love these little carriers. They're kind of on the spendy side, but so convenient. And what really makes them nice for rechargeables is that you can kind of use them to decide to determine at a glance whether that rechargeable is charged or depleted. So how I do this is I store them with the positive terminal down if they're charged, and when they're depleted, you just flip it the other way. And at a glance, you can quickly see which of your batteries are good to go and which you need to replace. Of course, there's lots of different ways to store your batteries. Whatever works for you. Just make sure that you're not contacting them so that they'll create a short circuit and, blow up or something. The last thing you're going to need is a charger. Again, lots of chargers on the market. What you want to look for is a smart charger, something that can really detect the voltage on that battery and condition it over time to make it last as long as it can. So this is one such variety. This is made by Lacrosse, lots of different models out there. And basically, a smart charger is always going to have some sort of screen, kind of tells you what's going on with the charger. You'll be able to set perhaps the current, how much current is being put into the battery at any time. Slower is better. Fast chargers are not as good. And you might be able to set it to be like a refresh or recharge mode, which will completely drain the battery and then charge it all the way back up to get its maximum potential. So again, hybrid batteries, a good way to store them, and a smart charger. Choosing rechargeable batteries for your emergency kit is a personal choice. I prefer to use rechargeables on the things that I use on a constant basis, such as my headlamp, or that I have sitting around for radio usage or something to that effect. In my actual emergency kit, the one that's in the garage kind of stored away, I have just regular alkaline batteries sitting there. And that way I don't have to worry about them going bad for tens of years rather than just in a couple of months. Also, alkaline batteries are a lot less expensive, so I can have a larger supply sitting there without needing to invest so heavily in the rechargeable batteries. If you have anything to add about this topic, head on over to YouTube. That's where we've got the comments. Of course, you can subscribe there as well. And as always, Portland, keep Portland prepared at portlandprepares.org. I'll catch you next time.